match, and one of the security guards in the tabards we were talking about earlier. This is the one. There's one in an orange tabard down to our left. He seems to be patrolling that side of the ground. This chap's had a lot to do. This is the one in the sort of the fluorescent yellow tabard, and he's been doing most of the running around.
If that ball's out of the ground, not the end of the game. We've non void now.
I think it'd be 6 and out.
Yeah.
Hit through it, and it went a very long way. I thought at one stage he was targeting the ECB liaison officer, Alex Swan, in one of the boxes up there. Missed him comfortably. Went straight between the two. So, 82 for 6. 77 more runs needed. The rate just comes down a hair. And what will Graham White's reply be? Bowls again to Bresnan, who cuts. He's going to get a couple of runs. It goes down towards backward point. In fact, they're going to settle for 1. That's smart fielding.
Looks like the ball's coming back as well.
Yes. Yeah. Oh yes. The man in the tabard has done his job absolutely splendidly. He's managed to find the ball in the car park. And he's thrown it back. And it'll now be very sort of covered in dew because it's gone all over the grass that by now will be starting to get a little bit damp. 1 more to Bresnan. End of that over. 27 to him. 6 to Brooks. 83-6 off 14. So the Bears needing 76 more runs off 6 overs, which I can tell you instantly, because it's up on the board, is a required rate of 12.7, so it's come down.
As long as Bresnan didn't do what Kevin O'Brien did then, hit his own windscreen.
Oh yes.
Kevin O'Brien playing in Ireland, hit a 6,
right,
smashed his own windscreen.
Well, 14 off that over, so it can be done. Gareth Berg starts a fresh over, bowls to Bresnan, who shapes to play that one nicely down towards backward point, but an excellent bit of fielding, just when it looked as though it might possibly go all the way. It's intercepted by Paul Sterling. That's by his own standards, a fairly quiet game, but a good bit of fielding there. Saved certainly a couple of runs. Bresnan gets a single, goes to 28, 84 for 6. In the 15th over, the target 159. Bergen again, bowls this time to Brooks, who gets a thick inside edge as he tries to paddle that round the corner. And he goes down to the boundary. So 4 more to Henry Brooks and his partnership prospering. We'll now put on 20 runs, 88 for 6. So 71 more runs needed. And there are 5 overs and 4 balls to go. So 34 balls left. The asking rate 12.5. Bergen again bowls to Brooks, and Brooks just plays that out on the offside this time, and he's going to get certainly 1. I think about 2 as Ben Sanderson comes off the boundary, cover point boundary, the sweeping position in front of the west stand, and he keeps it to 1. So Brooks goes to 11, 89 for 5, 70 more runs needed. Very pleasant evening, not too cold, not much breeze, very, very still. As Berg comes in, bowls, and Bresnan swings that towards the mid-wicket boundary. He's going to be caught, and he is. He's caught out there on the boundary by Alex Wakely, and Bresnan's attractive little innings, including that enormous 6, is at an end. He's been caught by Alex Wakely off the bowling of Gareth Berg for 28, and the Bears are 89 for 7.
So not from Bresnan scoring 28, but had to gamble on hope. But, the shots have come off, and that one didn't get enough on it. Good catch. Wakely running in wasn't easy.
I didn't think he'd picked it at first.
No, I wondered if he seemed a little bit slow setting off, but but he got there. As I say, he must have covered, I don't know if he got one of these little monitors, I know some of the players do have, but he must have covered more ground in the last couple of games than he probably did the whole of last season, I think. He's been a busy chap. Well, Ollie Stone coming to the crease, who can bat, as we know, and I'm sure he would dearly love to put one over on his old teammates, some of his old teammates, certainly his old club. But it's a tough ask. The asking rate now 13.1, 89 for 7, the Bears. And Henry Brooks is facing because the batsman crossed, and Gareth Berg comes in and he picks up another single. He plays that out once again to the man out on the boundary. Alex Wakely, who took that catch the ball before. 1 more to Brooks, who goes to 12 off 7 balls. And the Bears to 90 for 7. 1 ball to go in the 15th over. 69 more runs needed, but just 3 wickets in hand. As Berg comes in, bowls to Stone, who's off the mark at once with a single up to Graham White, coming in off the boundary at long on. And that's the end of another over. So 1 to Ollie Stone, 12 to Henry Brooks, and facing 159 to win. Birmingham Bears 91 for 7, 5 overs to go. After a word from Trish to take you through to the end, it'll be Clive Beacon.
Another good little bit of work there from all the boys in the field. I think it's a big ask now, isn't it, for Warwickshire to chase down these runs, but can't be complacent. It's got to keep executing the things that we've been doing so far, and I think, well, I'm fairly confident that we should get over the line with this.
Yeah, they've actually got 44 runs from the last 5 overs. The last 2 wickets of processes after getting just 20 runs from the previous 5. You don't want at any point to sort of give up. You just wonder whether they're at a stage now where it's just to see what we can get rather than worrying too much about the target. Stone drives that one through the offside. It's a well-placed shot. The sweeper will come down and cut it off, and you'll just get a couple of runs.
I think it's so early in the competition, isn't it? I think get out in the middle. They want to spend some time out of there and see what they can do, and just use it as practice, really.
First runs off Nathan Buck. His figures have been ruined.
93 for 7. In comes Buck to bowl, and Stone turns that round onto the onside. They're just going to get 1. 94 for 7. Stone onto 4. Brooks has made 12 off 7 balls. It include a fortuitous 4, but he can bat. Henry Brooks. In fact, there was a championship match here, I seem to remember, where he batted particularly well in a big partnership with Tim Ambrose. This next one, Brooks makes room, and it was fooled by the lack of pace of that delivery from Buck, and Brooks had played a shot almost before Buck had released the ball. 94 for 7, misses it. So no offence. A total of 158 looking now, as if it was a very formidable one on this surface. Buck comes in to bowl to Brooks, into his toes. He digs it out, plays it out to square leg. They've just got one. Might have been looking to